What's the matter this time? What happened?
Your Highness, the evil King army are marching against us with 10,000 troops. They crossed the Red River now.
Where are our troops? Did we lose contact with the general?
No signal, Your Highness. All the troops are presumably dead, and approximately 15,000 men are driven back by the enemy.
Gather the principals now and initiate the War Council procedure immediately.
Your Highness, we have so little time left. What can we do?
Where's the military general? Are they on their way back?
They're not returning.
What do you mean, Your Highness? Where are they? We must initiate complete evacuation.
No one will evacuate. Our duty as women fought to save the land.
But Your Highness, we're not trained to fight with guns and swords, nor is our culture accustomed with female warriors. We cannot be unveiled in the battlefield. It's against our culture to be Pardanishan women.
Your Majesty, we're hopelessly weak of body. We cannot strike the army. Our honor will be lost if we step into the battlefield unveiled.
Where is your faithfulness? If you can't protect your country for lack of physical strength, try to do so by brain power. I shall commit suicide if my land and honor are lost.
Your Highness, our women have no hope left.
We must leave, Your Majesty, before the army enslaves us.
Vow to me, we will never leave our land, and no matter what happens, we will never be enslaved. Now I order you to contrive a strategy that employs all our resources and available technologies immediately.
Okay, wait. Your Highness, I think I have an idea. Remember when the Science Department introduced the new light-absorbing panels 3 months ago?
Yes.
Yeah, it turns out that this technology is capable of absorbing heat rays and directly reflect the concentrated rays by repositioning the panels. It's pure physics. It's just a matter of calculating the refractive angle.
How can it possibly help us? And how are you so sure that this will work? Men are much stronger than us. Even their brains are bigger and heavier than women's. Are they not?
If we develop the prototype and expand its size by 100 times, then the intensity of the absorbed heat and sunlight rays could easily blind and burn the king's army. It's a viable solution, and it's technically possible.
How much time do we have left?
They crossed the Seven Lands Forest, Your Majesty. They need 2 hours to reach our gate.
This is our last chance of survival. Is 2 hours enough to manufacture all the prototype?
With the help of the female student body and the access to enough materials, it's possible.
We must begin to gather the supplies and tools.
Okay, come on, let's begin.
Call upon all the student body immediately.
Oh.
We did it! I never imagined myself as a woman stepping in the battlefield. I'm glad that I was able to go against my beliefs, and I'm proud to say that I am capable of saving my land. I should trust my brain more, since these are only social beliefs that are set by men.
The soldiers have returned. General, the army is no longer a threat to us.
Your Highness, what do you mean by no longer a threat? We have lost 10,000 soldiers. This is catastrophic.
We won the battle.
This isn't the time to talk nonsense. How would you possibly win? Did any of our men return?
None returned.
Okay, you're confused. Remember the heat panels the university developed? The one you called a sentimental nightmare?
Yes. Remember all the time that went to waste. If only you had developed ammunition instead.
That technology saved your land.
We don't have time for this nonsense. We don't have time for this nonsense. The army is marching against us.
Don't you get it? That invention blinded the army with the sword, heat, and light. Those 10,000 men ran away panic-stricken, not knowing in their bewilderment how to counteract that scorching heat.
They fled, leaving all of their guns and other ammunitions of war. They were burned down by the means of the same sun heat.
All that time that these principles and guiding such inventions, while you were concerned with your military power, was not waste after all.
Your Highness, these principles might have developed those talents within the guardians of the land. We have protected this nation long before they became principles.
Our nation would have been prospering, and our lands would have been rich if you didn't trap the innocent women in the Zenana and trust untrained men to run the land.
General, you're unequal to these women. God didn't create any creature to dominate the human race. You have violated the rules of nature by shutting others while serving your personal interests.
Your Highness, I apologize for my tone, but I, a man, went my entire life to fulfill my duty as the warrior of this land. And it seems that those principles were able to fulfill my respective duties. On behalf of the army, we shall accept all imprisonments for falling behind and losing hope. It is not worthy of any honor, Your Majesty.
Soldier, grab a piece of paper, and you may ask for the general. Dear police commissioners and district magistrates, I'm writing this letter to initiate the Porta system. As the Queen, I thank you for your services and ask you to cease the Porta system until your services shall ever be needed. From this day forward, you will be accustomed to the Mardana system for the sake of our land's honor and prosperity. Your Queen.
But Your Highness, excuse my words, this is not a rational decision. We have lived our entire lives in the Zenana. We have grown as veiled women and have only known how to run our school and homes. This is against our culture. It's against our Indian morals.
The Zenana has never been a part of our ancient culture. It descended from greed and power thirst. Men have molded our land and they have served only their interest. They have consumed our land's soil and resources, and they have neglected your ideas and inventions. Those generals are not worthy of ruling our land, and I, as queen, can finally end this malpractice and free all women. When I became queen at the age of 13, I was only queen by name. I was never addressed nor asked for anything by the generals. Now, I finally have the power to rule the lands of my ancestors, and I can finally inherit the role that I truly deserve.
Your Majesty, you might have never ruled the land, but you were the first queen to invest in education. You were the first woman to truly believe in science, and it is power. And you ought to save thousands of girls from child marriage.
You must be proud of the woman you are today, Your Highness. We must revive our power and serve our land together.
Both of you have amazed me. You saved our land faster than any army before you. We shall claim our land by our brain power, intelligence, and honor.
Your Majesty, we will rise from the Zenana and decorate our fields with ornaments.
From this day forward, we shall call the Zenana the Mardana.
If you believe this is the best way to restore our land, we will serve you as your right hand, Your Majesty.
We shall raise our glasses for the beginning of a new era, for the future prosperity of our land, and for long peace and harmony.
And that was how our queen declared the establishment of our nation.
How did you do it? How did you rule all the land by yourself?
Oh, child, it isn't ruling. It's about maintaining peace and harmony in our community. We do so by recognizing each woman's ability to exercise her social rights and control her social matters independently.
Years ago, man was lord and master. He used to take all powers and privileges to shut women in the zinana. That was why our land suffered, our environment deteriorated, and our scientific advancement was disrupted.
Our mind and land prosper together. The more innovative ideas we have, the more we can contribute to our people and land.
Your Highness, how did our land look before women were free?
Oh, child, see those fields over there? They were railroads and paved streets. Now they supply power to all our land. The land used to be a labyrinth of paved streets and roads. Now it looks like a.
Huge garden.
Yes, it does.
Yes, dear, it's like a garden where virtue herself reigns and protects our nation. Years ago, men used to disrespect and underestimate the power of our beloved nature. Deforestation used to constantly threaten our living species, and pollution was always contaminating our environment. However, once we became in control, it felt like our duty to heal and revive Mother Nature all over again.
Years ago, criminals filled the streets, and many young lives were lost to violence and hatred. Here, we believe in kindness and embracing forgiveness and harmony to protect the people and the children.
Does this mean no one gets punished?
No, dear. Punishments are needed to maintain rule of law and just treatment. However, we never take pleasure in harming any individual, and we never take pleasure in violence nor death. We believe that every human being is God's creation, and therefore it is our duty to respect everyone and protect all our people.
We refuse to interact with other lands where women are kept in the zinana. We find that some men are of low morals, and the duty falls on us to protect all women.
Yes, gold, money, trade are none of our priorities. We never grudge a ruler's peacock throne, nor we take a piece of diamond though it may be 1,000-fold brighter than a Kohinoor.
I aspire to become like you, Principal.
Oh, child, do not let our laughs fool you. We have stood against hundreds of men and have lost dozens of battles to get where we are today.
See that water balloon over there? That water is all our fields. We spent 3 years convincing the generals to invest in its production. The world is a difficult place for female scientists. We have managed to overcome our tough battles and prosper through our eco-friendly inventions of the solar ovens, flying cars, and cloud condenser, which offer a lot to Mother Nature. In the end, seeing our land prospering and our fields green as velvet is worth every second.
If you aspire to become like these incredible women, you have to dive deep into the ocean of knowledge and grab all the gems which nature has kept in store for us.
Your Highness, the men have escaped!